Hi, my name is Kit Lancaster with GCG Financial. We are here at Mabley headquarters in River North with my friend Zack Armstrong with Team Red, White, and Blue. This series is continuing talking about veterans, veteran business owners, veteran nonprofits, as well as veteran programs for entrepreneurs looking to start their own business. Zack is with Team Red, White, and Blue, a nonprofit here in Chicago that does phenomenal work for veterans and with the community. Zack, for those viewers that are out there that have no idea who Team Red, White, and Blue is, what is Team Red, White, and Blue?
So, similar to what you said, Team Red, White, and Blue is a national nonprofit. What we aim to do, our mission is to enrich the lives of America's veterans by connecting them to their community through physical and social activity. So what that really means is we provide and execute local programming within the physical and social space. So physical could be anything from walking to yoga to CrossFit to stand-up paddleboarding to social activities as connecting veterans to citizens through Chicago Bulls games, picnics, barbecues, a whole host of a variety of opportunities to connect those American citizens to veterans.
So with your vast set of programming, and I've gone to many Team Red, White, and Blue events, they're phenomenal, very well organized. I'm very impressed. How did Team Red, White, and Blue get started and get to this point where they can do these offerings for everything, like you said, from yoga to CrossFit and paddleboarding? And there's a major of different activities out there that we'll talk about later or get to later. But how did you guys get there?
Right, great question. It was the brainchild of Mike Irwin. So Mike's our founder, and in 2010, he was finishing up his master's at the University of Michigan in positive psychology. And at that time, he had recognized himself, as well as many of his friends, family members, that there was an opportunity to create an organization that connected citizens in a meaningful way to veterans. And what better way than physical activity? So one of the what our full-time executive staff talks about a lot, and Mike has really brought down from the top, is one of the findings in positive psychology is how life is meaningful to folks is social relationships. So what better way to connect folks than physical activity? Like, that's what veterans typically find very meaningful, that physical and social activity. So finding something that's natural was our goal, was our intent. So in 2010, we started the organization. We worked with our friends and family members to kind of provide that fun, friendly atmosphere, and then get out and just be active together.
Now, Zack, with regards to Team Red, White, and Blue and your engagement, have you been there since 2010, or how did you get engaged with Team Red, White, and Blue?
Great question. So my brother Nick, he served, and he went to school and actually played baseball with Mike Irwin, our founder, at West Point. They were both pitchers on the baseball team. So when Mike started the organization, Nick and I had a coffee or lunch with Mike, and he wanted to tell us about Team Red, White, and Blue and what he was creating. And I can remember the moment, like looking at my brother sitting across from Mike saying, this is pretty cool, like we need to be part of this. So since then, I think it was early 2011 at that point when Mike was still at Michigan, Nick and I fundraised and raced. We did something meaningful together, being part of that organization. And from there, it took off to volunteering. When I transitioned my career to working at the University of Michigan, I wanted to volunteer for Team Red, White, and Blue. And after volunteering, we started to professionalize as an organization and have meaningful growth. So I took it upon myself to apply for the job at Team Red, White, and Blue, and the sky's the limit. Just keep moving forward and connecting more veterans to citizens.
So with Team Red, White, and Blue, where are you guys looking to take your organization in the next year? I mean, I know you guys are national. You're not just here in Chicagoland. What kind of challenges do you see on the horizon near term?
Yeah. Challenges, we grow at a fantastic rate. So we're just in over 100 communities across the country. And what we're trying to do is build capacity, leadership capacity. So we grow by about 700 members a week right now. And identifying the correct volunteers, the right people, the good people in the community who want to give back and who can be inclusive and provide that and execute that fun and local programming for physical and social activities. So within those 100 communities across the country and the ones that are popping up now and we're helping to build, it's identifying the right people and giving them the skills, not necessarily the skills, but the guidance to use their own skill set to make it meaningful for not only themselves, but the veterans in their community.
So if you're a member of the community, maybe you're not a veteran, what would you say is some good advice for them if they're thinking about joining your organization or coming to a Team Red, White, and Blue event? Do you have any kind of guidance or words of wisdom for them? Because I can see that to a certain extent, people might find that a little intimidating, or otherwise, it's Team Red, White, and Blue. It's veteran oriented. Am I encroaching on something?
Very simply, sign up at teamrwb.org, and it takes less than 30 seconds, and it's free. There's nothing to it, whether you're a veteran or civilian. You'll be connected immediately to the chapter captain, the local presence that's in your area. And that chapter captain will do anything within their power to connect you to somebody else. And whether you find meeting and connecting to another veteran or community member or that volunteer leader, another piece of advice would be bring a friend or family member. I mean, Team Red, White, and Blue is free. There's nothing to it. So make it within your comfort zone would be my piece of advice. Bring a friend, bring a veteran, bring a family member to an event.
And earlier this year, you had Run as One event with some other strategic partners that do noble work in the veteran community and do noble work within communities based on their skills within the military. Do you have other events on the horizon coming up later on in 2014 that you'd like to highlight here?
Absolutely. So we have a great program called WAD with Warriors. And WAD is Workout of the Day, which is a functional fitness tribute workout, which we do on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. So in November, we'll have an opportunity for all across the country, gyms or functional fitness gyms, CrossFit gyms, to connect with Team Red, White, and Blue. So the veterans and community members within Team Red, White, and Blue to connect with other gyms and their citizens, perhaps veterans in their gyms as well, to have a great time to do a workout, which is more functional fitness or resistance training, and come together as a community, do something fun, get physically active, and have a little social fun afterwards as well. So WAD with Warriors is a great way to connect, and it's for all fitness levels as well. That's the great thing about this activity.
Well, the website again, and more information on Team Red, White, and Blue. It's teamrwb.com?
teamrwb.org.
.org, excuse me. Okay. Well, Zach, we really appreciate your time. Highly recommend getting out there, get active with Team Red, White, and Blue. I always try to dive in on a Monday workout here in Chicago up at Roadrunner Sports with some other strategic partners. Always a good time. We'll look forward to seeing you next time with more veteran entrepreneurs, veteran organizations that are making an impact on the community, as well as veteran opportunities for business. My name is Kit Lancaster with GCG Financial. Thank you.